So hello guys, welcome to another video, and for this video I will be making another version of my chapter 10 summary, which is the application layer in the Cisco Networking Academy. So let's get started. Presentation and session layers. So these two are part of the application layer or presentation layer, coding and conversion of application layer data compression, data encryption for the transmission, and decryption of data upon receipt by the destination. So this presentation layer, it shows the how the data is presented into our devices, and how the how the the network communication show off and send the data, and how it is transmitted from one device to another. And for the session layer, functions, creates and maintains dialogues between source and destination applications. Handles the exchange of information to initiate dialogues, keep them active, and to restart sessions. So the session layer is responsible for the dialogues or some prompts to be shown when shown in different kinds of applications. Also how to handle the exchange of information and to keep them active. TCP and IP application layer protocols. Domain Name Service Protocol (DNS) used to resolve internet names to IP addresses. Telnet, a terminal emulation protocol used to provide remote access to servers and networking devices. Bootstrap Protocol MOTP, a precursor to the HTTP protocol, and network protocol used to obtain IP address information during bootup. Dynamic Host Control Protocol (DHCP) used to assign an IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server to a host. Hypertext Transfer Protocol used to transfer files that make up the web pages of the World Wide Web. So the Domain Name Service Protocol is used for the changing of the internet, some of the internet names into addresses, and also it is used for the proper to easily understand the names of the addresses that we visit. And for Telnet, it is used for the remote accessing. For the Bootstrap protocol, it is like the HTTP, and it is also used to obtain IP addresses during the bootup process. Dynamic Host Control Protocol, and it is the assigning of the IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and of course the DNS server to the host. HTTP, it is used in the World Wide Web and are the internet, and how we transfer files. File Transfer Protocol (FTP) used for interactive file transfer between systems. So the FTP is used for the sharing of data from between the systems of devices. Or Trivial File Transfer Protocol, the TFTP, used for connectionless active file transfer. So the TFTP is connectionless, but it is like the FTP, which also support the file transfer. So for the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, it is transferring. It is used for the transfer of mail, messages, and attachments. So for Post Office Protocol, It is used for retrieving the email from a server if a user wants to recover some of the emails. So, Internet Message Access Protocol, IMAP, another protocol for email retrieval. Peer-to-peer networks, both devices are considered equal to communication. The roles of client and servers are set on a per-request basis. So peer-to-peer network is the communication between two devices and how they plan to transfer the files with one another. As we can see here in the image, we see the peer 1 and the peer 2 communicating with one another, and up to the directly connected printer. Client server model, files are downloaded from server to the client. Download and upload. So we have the client server model is being the client server means the one the passage of data, the sharing of data from client to the destination. Application layer protocols. HTTP is to browse the web. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, SMTP, to enable users to send email. Post Office Protocol, POP, to enable users to receive email. HTTP and HTTPS, developed to publish and retrieve HTML pages used for data transfer. Specifies a request response protocol. Three common message types are get, post, put. Get is a client request for data. Post and put are used to send messages that upload data to the web server. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, SMTP, transfers mail. Message must be formatted properly. SMTP processes must be running on both the client and server. Message header must have a properly formatted recipient email address and the sender. Uses port 25. Post Office Protocol enables a workstation to retrieve mail from a mail server. Mail is downloaded from the server to the client and then deleted to the server. Uses port 110. POP does not store messages. POP3 is desirable for an ISP because it alleviates their responsibility for matching large amounts of storage for the email servers. So SMTP transfer mail reliably and efficiently. Enables a workstation to retrieve mail from mail server without mail is downloaded from server to the client and deleted to the server. So the difference between these three is that the simple mail transfer protocol is just the transferring of mail, but not storing it to the server. While the post office protocol stores it in the server, but then if it is stored on the server and then the client downloads it, then the mail that the client has received or downloaded will be deleted from the server. And the IMAP, the mails that has been stored to the server will still be kept on the server as data, and then can you can just delete it by manually removing it. On the DNS message format, DNS server stores different types of listeners records used to resolve names. Record types are A, an end device address, and S, an authoritative name server. C, name, the canonical name for the alias used when multiple services have a single network address, but each service has its own entry in DNS. MX, mail exchange record, maps a domain name to a list of mail exchange servers. Unable to resolve the name using its stored records, contacts other servers. Server temporarily stores the number address that matches the name in cache memory. Windows ipconfig/display DNS displays all cache DNS. So DNS hierarchy, we have .au, or which means the Australia, .co or Colombia, .com means the business or industry, .jp is Japan, and .org is non-profit organization. And this lookup operating system utility that allows the users to manually query the name servers to resolve a given host name. So once we enter the NS lookup to the command line or the command prompt, then we can set up a query on a DNS server and then list them down, store them, and it can also be used to troubleshoot the resolution issues. So DHCP, or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, it allows a host to obtain every address dynamically. DHCP service is conducted on address requested, chooses address from a configured range of addresses called a pool, and releases it to the host for a set period. DHCP used for general purpose hosts such as end user devices, and static addressing is used for network devices such as gateways, switches, servers, and printers. FTP, or the File Transfer Protocol. FTP allows data transfers between the client and the server. So this FTP, it is mainly the transmission, the way of transmission where the client and server communicate, and how they, and the pathway that they can, where they can send data and information to one another. Getting the data to the right application. The device and service port number directs the data to the correct conversation. Summary: applications are computer programs in which the user interacts and which initiate the data transfer process at the user's request. For the applications are mainly the parts of the presentation and the session layer. So it is mainly the how the applications represent the data that has been transferred in our network communication, and also how the transmission of data is verified, and also the pathway na they have pathways that they have gone into. So services are background programs that provide the connection between the application layer and lower layers of the networking models. Protocols provide structure for agreed upon rules and processes that ensure services running on one particular device can send and receive data from a range of different network devices. HTTP supports the delivery of web pages to end devices. SMTP, POP, and IMAP support sending and receiving email. SMB and FTP enables users to share files. P2P applications make it easier for consumers to seamlessly share media. DNS resolves the human legible names used to prefer the network resource to numeric address usable by the network. All these elements work together at the application layer. The application layer enables users to work and play over the internet. And that's about it for my summary about the chapter 10, which is the application layer. And I hope you learned from this video, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.